I was talking to myself earlier, and one of the things I was thinking of was, how do we reframe our struggles, right? When it comes to changing our mindset and focusing on the outcome that we want and not the things that we're going through, how do we reframe what we're going through? And the only reason why I say that is because this morning I was at the gym, I was listening to Frank Sinatra, and there's a certain lyric that he says, which isn't necessarily coming to mind right now, like verbatim, but essentially what he says is that he'd been through the shit, but he still made it out, and he did it his way. As a male, as a man, in life, you're gonna take some lumps, right? Shit is gonna happen to you. You're not gonna be happy about it. Trust me. I know. I've lost two brothers. And, oftentimes when they do happen, we don't know how to take it, right? We don't know how to reframe our mindset. We don't know how to reframe our struggle. So, in this case, this video is about how we can reframe our struggles when it comes to the challenges we face along our journey. Now, I know you probably can't hear me because of the water. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head over to another spot where it's a little more quiet, and then I can go ahead and talk. I know the fucking camera's like shaking a little bit too. My apologies. I don't have one of those whatever the fuck you call it. I don't have it yet. Anyway, let's go to another place where we can talk where it's a little bit more quiet, shall we? Welcome back. It is a beautiful day. I hope it's nice wherever you are. Do me a favor, if you're from Staten Island, leave a comment below and let me know where this is, if you know where this is. But let's go back and talk about our main topic, which was understanding challenges and our struggles, and not only how do we identify them, but how do we overcome them as well. So the number one thing I think about when I think of struggles and challenges, especially on the journey that I've been on thus far, if you're new here, my name is Serge. Welcome to Maison des Rois, where we discuss philosophy, relationships, fitness, and dating, all from the perspective of a male for men. Now, ladies, you're more than welcome to stay, but gentlemen, this is your home, so do me a favor, drop a subscribe down below, and let your homies know that you following the boy. The number one thing I think about when I think of struggles and the reasons why we can't either overcome them, or succumb to them, is because of our lack of knowledge. And generally, whenever we have some sort of challenge that we're facing along our journey, it's simply because we don't know how to solve it. And then on top of that, we don't know the root cause to our struggles as well. A good thing that comes to mind whenever I think about that is right now on my own journey, currently I'm a freelance model. I've been modeling for about 5 years, and this isn't to just constantly rehash the same story over and over again, but I've been modeling for 5 years, and I'm not signed to an agency just yet, nor do I personally think that I need to get signed to an agency. However, I just think for my journey right now, if I want to get to, bigger commercials, better print, more digitals, things of that nature, then for me, I have to understand that I need to figure out a solution to either A, start networking with more individuals who are in the bigger commercial areas, or B, keep networking with more agencies in hopes that one of them actually sign me. Now, again, I'm not going to leave my modeling career up to an agency, but neither should you be leaving your fate up to whatever whimsical fairy god above. I think it's really important that we always take the necessary time needed to not only figure out what we're going through, the root cause of it, but also the potential solution that we might be able to find when we're in those periods of simply observing what is going on. So those are two things I think of when I think about struggles. But going on into the second part of it, when I think about challenges and struggles, know that this is all a part of the journey that you're on right now. These things are cyclical. So obviously, it's not going to be good times forever. That's not how the world works. You don't just always have a good time in life. Sometimes you have your ups, sometimes you have your lows. Wayne Dyer has said a really great quote. Actually, two people have really good quotes, but Wayne Dyer has a really good quote where he says, "Every valley that I've been through has brought me to a higher place." And the next quote that I love, this one comes from Alan Watts. He says, "What is chaos and disorder in one part of the universe is order and peace in the second part of the universe." And that's something really important to remember, because just like I said in my last video, when you have to trust the timing of your life, you also have to understand that these struggles are simply things that will move you along the path of where you want to be. So it's always important to keep that in mind at the end of the day. So long as you are taking the necessary action to get to the next level in your life, You're gonna be just fine. Think about all the things that you've been through in your life that perhaps you thought was gonna be the end of you. Perhaps you thought it was gonna be something detrimental to you, but you still made it through the other side anyway. So these are some things that you wanna keep in mind as you go along your journey. And now the third thing I wanted to mention about struggles and challenges and how we overcome them is simply understand that this is a part of life. Just like I said before, it's cyclical, but also in a more concrete fashion. Remember that you're not here for infinity. So you cannot expect every experience in your life to be something pleasant. Remember, there's a lesson that you have to learn in this life. So you have to go through those struggles sometimes. You know, I'm all smiles right now, but I'm still going through my own share of struggles. You know, I still have my own challenges that I have to face, but at the end of the day, I know this is a part of the plan. This is a part of a bigger plan, a plan that as much as I am a collaborator, co-collaborator with universe, I understand that at the end of the day, there's also gonna be a myriad of things that I just won't be able to control. And I have to be okay with that. I just lost my train of thought. Life is about having fun. It's about self-discovery. It's about making a contribution, about helping your fellow man, about leaving some sort of a legacy. It doesn't have to be children, you know? How many of us are having kids that end up not really doing shit anyway? No offense, but I'm just saying. You know, what if we focused on leaving something for the human race, leaving something for our fellow man that could potentially help them further along in their life? That's partly what I'm doing. So if my struggle and my solution to that struggle can help someone else, then so be it, I'll go through it. Not to be Christ-like or anything of that sort, but just the understanding that I am also a human, and not only that, I'm also connected to other humans as well. So it's important that what I learn, I'm able to pass along, whether that be a child, a friend, a loved one, or family, whoever it is. So long as they're willing to learn and understand what you've been through and see how they can apply it to their lives, then what you're going through is not in vain. And even if that were to be the case, even if no one around you can relate to what you're going through, understand that someone out there in this world is going through exactly what you might be going through. And what better way to help them than by succeeding and overcoming those challenges that you were going through and now helping them liberate themselves as well. As a side note, my fitness app, Fitar Fitness, it is available on the App Store and on the Google Play Store as well. Do yourself a favor, take the 7-day trial. Just go ahead and click the link below. It's in the description as well. You can download the application totally for free. We've got workouts, we've got recipes, and we've got videos to show you how to do them as well. In addition to that, I've got a PDF coming out pretty soon. It's called, I haven't thought of the title yet, but the whole goal of the PDF is an actual 7 to 14 day workout plan, as well as with nutrition as well, to help guide you and get you towards your fitness goals in a much more efficient manner. So do me that favor, if this is something that you're interested in, go to www.fitarafitness.com, fitarfitness.com. Feel free to go ahead and download the app. You can get it on the Google Play or on the Apple Play Store. Try it out for 7 days. If you like it, great. If you don't, no worries, cancel anytime, not a problem at all. Just to give you like a off script, just to give you an off script moment, this is one of my favorite videos simply because A, I'm outside, you know, I'm breathing in the fresh air. It's beautiful out here. And B, I feel really good about what I'm doing in the YouTube space. You know, there's a lot of guys in the YouTube sphere that have a lot of advice, a lot of shitty advice. And I'm not gonna stand here and say that I have tons of advice for you. I don't, because I'm still learning life. But what I do learn, I could pass on to you, and I do that in hopes that you're able to not only receive it, but reciprocate it as well. Thank you so much for stopping by and for watching. If you want to check out the other videos, you can check them out here or here. If you want to go to the fitness app, it's www.fitarfitness.com. Feel free to download it on the Google Play Store or on the Apple App Store. And I will see you in the next one. Gentlemen, keep grinding. You're gonna make it. I promise.